Now in this session on answer writing, what we would do is we would take the same question and see how three different students have brought this answer. So the question is from the subject of geography. However, non-geography students can also understand it. We would be focusing not on the technical intricacies in this lecture, but a overall view regarding answer writing. So the question here has two parts, incorporates two parts. The first is what is isostasy. The second is difference between two theories given for the same concept. So I'll just keep the lecture very simple, so even student from any subject background can understand it. Now here what we need to do is first mention what is isostasy. So this student has written what is isostasy, and then he has given the first theory and then the second theory. Okay, so this is the answer. Now the content definitely is a theoretical content, a very obvious content which is similar across most of the answers. Okay, so we won't focus on subject matter here. What is the main thing we would focus here is presentation. Now this is one of the answers. Now here we have another answer. Here what is done is isostasy, the concept is explained and then the difference is explained in a tabular form. Now understand and see, realize how detailed the table is. Okay, so the table here, as you can see, is highly elaborative. We have the clear differences which are given based on different concepts, and each of the topic is perfectly underlined, so gives a very clear impression what the person is trying to reveal here. Another answer from the same section. Here what we have is you have the introduction to isostasy, the concept again given here for one page, and then the difference again in a differential format. Clear? Much better than the previous answer. Here there were just 4 differences which were cited, but here around six differences are cited here, with 2 important diagrams which have been mentioned. So here definitely one diagram is missing which was there in that answer, but these two answers, the last two answers that we witnessed, are relatively better because they have differences mentioned in the form of what, as you can clearly reveal or understand, is table. So when it is a question on differentiate, differences, tabular format is a preferable approach. So one additional point. So despite all the three have the right content, the right methodology, the right flow, probably this person would relatively get lesser marks because the content is there. However, it is not systematized as in these two cases. The second advantage for this answer, as we can see, is the writing is very legible. Now this is something that you cannot change at a at a given stage, but yes, definitely if you have a clear legible writing with clear underlines of the key point, for example on which law these are based, what is the basic concept, what they believe in, what they don't believe in, and the basis on which the concept is explained, and then towards the end you can also, what you can do, either here itself within the table or besides the table, you can have disadvantages and advantages of each of the theories which can be actually brought in the difference format. So this answer would be a relatively better answer. Now here definitely I said this answer has more concepts which have been included as compared to that answer, but again 2 important diagrams have been brought here, more or less a similar diagram but giving a much more clearer view and a clearer picture. So again this answer is relatively okay, but the thing is the content which is explained in the table is not clearly differentiated. So here we have not marked this is the first point, this is the second point, and we have the third point, but here the answer clearly marks the first point, the second point, the third point, and so on. So relatively this answer makes much more sense and much more clearer explanation as compared to other answers. So this was just a comparative understanding to help you understand what mistakes students commonly do, what you need not to commit, and how you need to refine your answer to have a good understanding. As I mentioned, in all these three, knowledge or content was not a issue. So that is something which has to be fixed at the very first go. If there are knowledge lack, if the content lacks knowledge, if there is lack of knowledge, then definitely whatever answer you write does not make a point, because that is something which has to be fixed at the very first go. Whatever optional you choose, whatever GS you are writing, knowledge is the key. Then on top of the knowledge, you have to have a clear representation, a clear depiction, and a systematic arrangement of thoughts, as you have seen in this answer. So this was just a kind of introduction to help you understand some of the important key aspects for answer writing. For more information, follow the links below. Wish you good luck.